Show starts in 5 minutes.
No, that's not big enough. No, that's not big enough either. That's more like it. We're delighted to have you with us, and we extend a cordial welcome to you. We've lined up the top stars from Hollywood and from all over the world to entertain you on our giant screen with the new, colorful motion pictures you've been hearing about and reading about. To add to your enjoyment, we're all wound up to bowl you over at intermission time with live wire service at our snack bar, where you'll find a tempting variety of favorite foods and beverages. Your continued patronage is very, very welcome.
Hey, fellas, don't fight over that hot dog. There's plenty for everyone. Big, plump, and juicy, wrapped in an oven-fresh bun. Add mustard, relish, ketchup, and go to work. Yes, the hot dogs at our refreshment center are the best you'll find anywhere. Everybody agrees on that.
It's 4 minutes till showtime.
Yum, yum. It's time for a tasty and refreshing snack. We promise to satisfy your hunger, your thirst, your sweet tooth. So visit our refreshment center now. Let's go! Show starts in 3 minutes.
Your attention, please. All new hotshot electric in-car heaters have been installed for your comfort and convenience. Just insert heater through car window and turn on the switch. When leaving, please turn switch off and replace on speaker post. Warning, high voltage. For your own safety, do not attempt to repair or remove wires. Do not attempt to open heater unit. If you need assistance, please notify the theater box office or concession manager.
It's 2 minutes till showtime.
Popcorn, candy, ooh, hot dog, popsicle. Oh boy, Santa orange.
Show starts in 1 minute.
There are words men live by, words of strength, of wisdom, and of peace. We urge you to find the spiritual comfort and guidance we all so greatly need by attending your place of worship regularly.
Here's a new taste treat. The corn dog. Plump, juicy wieners are dipped in a thick, golden Southern-style corn batter that seals in all their freshness and flavor. If you like hot dogs, you'll love corn dogs. Everybody does. Try a corn dog with your favorite beverage. At the refreshment corner now. Corn dogs.
Hey, broadcasting live from beautiful Union City, New Jersey. This is your movie quiz for Wednesday, July 20th, 2022. I'm getting over COVID. Let's see how I do. Well, hello there, and welcome to the movie quiz. I am your host, Chris Mann Nelson, and in just a couple minutes, you and I will be embarking together on a trivia odyssey through 34 questions of film trivia and puzzles. It's going to be a really great time. Tonight is week 2 of our 8th season, which I'm calling REHASHomon, because I am culling the archives. I'm going back through old questions of the previous 2,600 questions that I've written in the first 7 seasons and reorganizing them. Tonight is United States of Cinema. You'll see what that means as we get through the game. This game is completely interactive. If you would like to play, if you're watching us on Twitch or YouTube and you'd like to play, you absolutely can. You just head to this URL right here, play.themoviequiz.com. Enter your team name, enter your email if you want some information about future games. Hit join the game, and you will do just that. You will be in the game. Now, it's a completely free game to play. We do accept donations. We got donation widgets down below the leaderboard there, as you can see. And we'll get to that a little bit later. Now, once you go to that site, put in your team name, join the game, you will be playing against our 2 guests. I'm very excited to have them here. Our first guest tonight, you've seen him at our. It's his first time on the live stream, but he's been to at one of our in-person events at Caveat. He's currently got a Comedy Central cartoon called Maurice on Mars. Please welcome back and to the live stream, Tim Barnes is here.
This is so much fun. All the intros, all the wiener ads. I couldn't get enough of it. So many
wiener ads. It's this is sponsored by Wieners and Corn Dogs. So if you've got any tips on wieners that need a place to,
let's just end it right there. Words. If you've got any tips on wieners, I think that's quite the slogan. If you got tips on wieners, we want them at the movie quiz. Now, playing against Tim tonight, they decided to play head to head. This guest's first time here at all. Very excited. I can't remember the last time I had a brand new guest. I'm thrilled. He's got a new sketch show coming to the Alamo Drafthouse in LA upcoming. Please welcome Ian Abramson. Ian, welcome to the show. He's up there. Got some
How's it
Brady
going?
Bunch.
What?
It's thrilling to have you guys here. I'm so excited. Thank you for being here on our late night game. It's not that late, but it feels it compared to when we used to be on. So if you guys are ready, well, shall we jump right in? We'll
yeah. How do you feel, Ian?
We're gonna jump
I feel caffeinated and excited. I'm ready.
It's never.
He still has Tom Hanks as his name there because he's Tom Hanks' Zoom stunt double. So
yes, whenever Tom Hanks has to do a movie and he's got a lot of Zoom meetings, I sit in for him so that he can punish his son.
All right, so we are in-game mode. Here, let's. We've got a couple things to do here before we get started.
What are you drinking there, Ian?
Huh?
What are you drinking?
That was like coffee grounds. Let's move on.
All right.
So if you look here, you'll see that now questions have shown up here. If this is your first time playing, you'll see this is where your questions will show up and your answers and your timer. First things first, though, this is week 2. Each week or once a season, I should say, you have an opportunity to make one game count twice in the season standings. So you can make it your double points game. You can only do it once a season, and you can only do it in advance. So choose now. Just type yes or no. Your points won't double tonight, but they will. If you earn 40 points tonight, you'll have 40 for the night. But for the season, you'll get 80. So let me know. United States of Cinema is your theme. Let's see. Got got a couple. I got a few yeses. All right, I'm excited to see what we end up with. All right, before we get into the actual first round, couple ground rules: no cheating, don't look stuff up. This is a trivia game, not a it's not a fact hunt for like has anyone done the Sporkle? Like it's like a trivia safari where you have to look stuff up. It's actually kind of fun. It's a different beast.
No, but one time they wouldn't let me out of the library until I could spell hospital correctly. Go on.
Number 2, don't put answers in the chat. Just join the game at that little scrolling, that little CNN style ticker thing down there. It's got the website where you can play. Number 3, you can change your answer before time runs out. So you're not locked in until the timer runs out. And last but not least, don't forget to hit submit. Hit submit, even if it's a multiple choice question. All right. So here we go. Let's jump into our first round. Remember, these are all rounds that have been that have appeared before. Some of them are rewritten, recontextualized as a different style of round. Our first round tonight is American Hankstery, U.S. history as told by Tom Hanks films. This first appeared on our Hanksgiving game last fall. Last
Ian's
Thanksgiving.
already an expert. This is insane.
I know Ian's just been.
Did you know they call it Hank's story because Hank's story, like it's like it's Hank's story.
It's his story. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like that part in the Rudolph song where you'll go down in Hank's story.
You'll go down in Hank's story. Yeah. That's why. That's where they got it. All right. So here we go. Here's your first question in American Hankstery. So multiple choice. So click it and remember to hit submit. On what D-Day invasion beach did Hanks's company land in the opening battle of Saving Private Ryan? Is that Omaha, Utah, Juneau, or Sword? You got 4 options there. Pick the right one and click submit. Or click the one you think is right. You don't have to.
Actually, something called Sword Beach, which I frankly would love to attend.
Yeah, it's very dangerous.
Huh. All right.
You think that's dangerous? At Juneau Beach, it's a bunch of teenagers getting pregnant.
I know.
It's D-Day for a lot of dance.
It's just you constantly dodging Diablo Cody dialogue on the beach.
That's true.
I haven't heard that name since before you were born.
Do you mean old Ben Cody?
That wizard's just a crazy old writer. All right. So this one is your first option was your correct one. Omaha Beach was the Omaha.
Omaha.
The most famous of the D-Day beaches. These are all real ones, but it was Omaha.
The way I like to remember that is never mind. Actually, sorry.
Question number 2. In A League of Their Own, Gary Marshall plays candy bar magnate Walter Harvey, a fictional stand-in for what real-life women's league founder whose money actually came from chewing gum?
Do we have to know both names of the founder?
No, and that's an excellent question, Ian. I actually used to have that as a ground rule. Last names are fine. What
if you only know the first name?
I go Jeopardy rules. Got to go last name.
But I have to put it in a question?
Not full Jeopardy rules. Semi-Jeopardy rules.
Semi-Jeopardy rules. Got it.
Semi-Jeopardy rules.
Now I get it. I'll take the next question for 200.
I put in a ridiculous answer because I have no idea.
What'd you put? You're going to be upset because you know the answer.
Well, if you got this one wrong, you got to think about baseball. Think about where the intersection of gum and baseball are in Chicago. Wrigley.
Yes.
Wrigley.
Yes.
Philip K. Wrigley is your answer. 78%.
I only knew Philip. I knew it was a Philip. I could not remember for the life of me. I was like, it's either Philip K or Philip L, but I do not know the last name.
All right, question number 3. Name the 2020 Apple TV release that stars Hanks as a U-boat, not U-boat, he's an American U.S. Navy captain whose convoy is trying to survive U-boat attacks during 1942's Battle of the Atlantic.
What was this? It was such a simple name, I feel like it was just one word.
I know. I don't know how to spell morning show.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna lose this. Like I remember when this came
This,
out.
in fairness, Tim, this is hard. This is a hard start. This is harder than I usually start.
Jeez, I'm putting another horrible.
And
answer.
I think last time I used this round, the first time this round was used, I actually made this one of my hints on Instagram because it's not one of his most famous movies. It's fine. I watched it. It's Greyhound.
Greyhound.
It's this guy.
He directed it.
Did he direct? Yeah. Oh, that's right. He did.
This is a follow-up to Larry Crown.
Yeah. This is it's the Crown Greyhound. He's doing his trilogy. That and That Thing You Do.
That's a movie with the robot, right? I don't want to. That might be something coming.
No, it's not. No, it's not. That was
that connection to American history.
Oh my God, what was it? I had a question about that on the Thanksgiving game where I actually the robot's name is Jeff and nobody got it right. Because for some reason its name is Jeff, and everyone was furious at me that I put in Jeff. All right, question number 4. How did the CIA's Francis Gary Powers end up in the custody of the USSR, which led to the prisoner exchange and Bridge of Spies? Was he helping a defector over the Berlin Wall, caught photographing a Moscow nuclear facility, captured during the Bay of Pigs, or his spy plane shot down over Soviet airspace?
Oh, boy.
Ryan Rowley is asking if Larry Crown was a TMQ meme.
Was Larry Crown? What? I don't know. Thank you for bringing my attention to the chat, Ian. I don't. Oh, it was. Oh, what was it? Oh, because there was my brain is too foggy, Ryan. I can't remember, but I think you're right about it. All right. So Francis Gary Powers, his plane was shot down. His plane was shot down. There. I actually found a picture of him. That's the real guy. And wow. I think
like a rhinestone cowboy.
Yeah. I am not comfortable with David Lynch's Dune.
All right. Question number 5 is true or false. A rare true or false on this show. I don't do them that often. Apollo 13's Captain Jim Lovell did eventually get to walk on the moon. Did he or did he not? True or false?
Well, this is a hard one to answer because did the first moon landing ever really happen?
It's true.
You know?
Great question.
What is
truth?
We'll have to
ask Stanley Kubrick.
Are we allowed to phone a friend?
Phone a ghost.
Host a ghost.
All right. Most people got this one right, and you knew that he did not. Lovell never got back to the moon.
My first correct answer.
I'm sorry, Tim. It's usually not. Don't come out.
No. I don't usually know many of the details of anything. So this
Ian,
is
how are you doing so far?
I've missed one.
I've won one. I'm
See, if we'd worked together, we'd have them all.
You could, Tim, if you want, you could jump ship.
Chris, excuse me, you don't get to add people to my team.
You're right.
If Tim wants to ask me, he can. But Chris, you were supposed to be a neutral force here.
You're right.
A referee, Ian, Mr. Zip of our time.
You're absolutely right. I have sullied my integrity.
Does that mean that a duck hits your plane and you're crashing into a river or something? I didn't see that movie.
Question number 6. Spielberg and Hanks's 5th team up, The Post, was about the Washington Post's attempts to publish what bombshell series of classified documents? Was that the Watergate transcripts, the Panama Papers, the Pentagon Papers, or the Downing Street Memo?
You know, I actually stood in a long line to see this at midnight, opening night.
Are you serious?
That was a thing you could do?
Which character did you dress up as?
Meryl's, of course.
I always I didn't see this movie and I won't, but I remember in the trailer the delivery of
what are we going to do, Mrs. whatever her name is?
Yeah, I usually love movies like this, so I made sure to go out and see it. Just like people talking for 2 hours, and that's it.
Tim's never heard of a documentary.
Just intense talking.
I've never seen it. I love Spielberg. Spielberg's like my number one, but I was just like,
it's a little bit of like the writing is really good, but something about it's a little paint by numbers with like, okay, the Spielberg sentimental push at the end. Yeah.
Sometimes, I feel I hate to say it, but it feels like he's kind of lost. He's still like so technically proficient, but there used to be like a weird like acerbic nature to his filmmaking that like it was just a little harsher. That played off the sentimentality nicely, but he doesn't really have that.
Are you going on record as no longer being a Steven Spielberg fan?
I can't go that far, but especially because
sounds like you just did, Chris Nelson.
He's watching, Ian. He watches every week. He's here. He doesn't.
I just want to say, Mr. Spielberg, if this is my one chance to speak to you, I am deeply disappointed that you have not done an original work since Duel. Everything's based on something else. Come on. Okay, let's move on. I got this question wrong, by the way.
I mean, Ian, you'll definitely run into him when you're Zoom doubling for Hanks, because I mean,
the problem is he also has a Zoom double.
He's got another, so that stands to reason. All right, the answer here was the Pentagon Papers. Pentagon Papers was your answer. Question number 7. 2 questions left in this round. Charlie Wilson's War tells the story of the titular senator's effort to secretly fund the Mujahideen to battle the Soviets in what Mideast country? So I'm looking for the country on this one.
Guessing it's a country George W. Bush said a lot.
I also guessed Iraq.
Tim, you are absolutely on the right track with that. It's a country.
That means it is not Iraq, because I would have been close too.
It is Afghanistan. Afghanistan. It's the 80s Soviet war in Afghanistan is what that movie is all about. And question number 8, your final question of this round. Playing Captain Chesley Sullenberger, Hanks recreated the Miracle on the Hudson, which occurred in what year? So what year was the Miracle on the Hudson with Sully?
I thought that was 34th Street. Miracle on 34th
Street. I'm trying to remember when the movie came out. So it usually takes about 2 years to make a movie.
I went to a midnight show of that one. I dressed up as one of the geese.
Of course. Naturally.
Wow. Doesn't Tom Hanks do this thing? Does he still do it where he takes pictures of singular gloves on the ground?
I know he did do that. I don't know if he's still doing that.
Yeah, I think the world got too chaotic for his pictures of gloves.
The glove project falls by the wayside as the country and the world start falling apart, I guess.
I'm just saying, Forrest Gump wouldn't use that excuse.
Alex says no, he just found them all.
That's fun.
He did it. Mission accomplished. All right, so the Sully Miracle on the Hudson, the Goose Smash, the second most famous Goose Smash after Fabio on the roller coaster. It's 2009. 2009 is your answer. All right, so that's the end of round 1. Let's take a look at your scores and standings after that first round. We've got a whole bunch of 7s. Team Cockroach, How Am I Going to Be an Optimist? Jive Turkeys, Helsinki, Marley's Chains, We Own This City, Avis and Bobo, the producers, and leading the way with a perfect score, 8 for 8 so far, is the Blue Shells. So nicely done. Gentlemen here in the studio with me, I'm sorry that was a hard round. I think we got easier stuff coming for sure. But Ian, you did you said you were clipping along all right?
I got 4 right. I was not even keeping track of how many I was getting wrong correctly, apparently. But I am still in the running, and the blue shells, I'm coming for you.
He's coming for you. He's making
just because you know Tom Hanks or whatever doesn't mean you're not going to get your booty kicked.
He's made his declaration. He's
it
out
is
for
of
blood.
Independence. How's that for U.S.?
All right, so we're going for our second round. We're heading into the second round, which is our picture round, and this one is called POTUS. Presidents on the. I had nothing for you, so presidents on the screen. Name the real president depicted in a movie. This the images will show up here on the live stream and also embedded on the question. You will also see them on the question. So for all of these, this appeared on Inauguration Day of 2021. Was the first time this round was used, and now we're reusing it with a little. It's been a little tweaked. It's not exactly the same. I've picked some new pictures, new presidents. All right, so here we go. Name the president for all 8 of these, not the movie, unless somehow they overlap. All right, here is your first one. And remember, as Ian brought to our attention, last names are fine.
This is a tough one because
are there 2 B's in Obama?
The first lady there looks like a few different first ladies to me.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the trick.
Look at that hairline, Tim. You know who it is.
I know, but the first lady, I think I'm just realizing I don't.
Yeah, in this era, like the first ladies, especially when they're not like you're not looking at the actual women, you're not looking at the person's face. It's just like an actor playing them. Yeah. It's the hair and the outfit is identical for like. So this one, everybody. Is this a pure social? Did everybody get this one right? Everyone who submitted got it right. Wow. 94% of teams got Richard Nixon. That's nice. Anthony Hopkins as a strange choice to be Nixon. I think he got like an Oscar nomination. So that's the ultimate. So I'm wrong then. All right. So here comes question number 2. Your next president.
That's the Penguin.
Yeah, this is when we elected the Penguin. I mean, fuck it. Why not? We should just elect the Penguin. Like, give the Penguin a shot. I mean that was like half the plot of Batman Returns was the Penguin running for office.
That's true. I hope Billy D. Williams gets cast in the new. If they make that other new The Batman, put Billy D. Williams in there.
My dream, Tim, that has for quite a while now has been for them to do one of those legacy sequels where they throw other ones away. They just they connect back to the ones that people like, but do it with an older Keaton. Bring back Tim Burton. Do it in Burton's Gotham City, and do it as a Batman Beyond.
Yes. Yeah.
With Keaton. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
I would love to see that. I know they're bringing Keaton back, but it's going to be in a movie with Ezra Miller, so now we can't enjoy it. All right, so this one that's Bill Murray playing FDR. That's Bill Murray as FDR in Hyde Park on Hudson. 83%.
I can see Tig Notaro replacing Ezra Miller if they just do that.
As the Flash?
Yeah.
Tig Notaro as the Flash is a great choice.
that would be awesome. Tig as the Flash, amazing.
That delivery with the personality of the Flash would be amazing. No joke.
And yes, to answer the chat, the Batman Beyond with Tim Burton and Michael Keaton is my dream. It's my only dream. It's all I want. I don't care about what happens to my children or myself. Yeah, don't just no codified rights. Let all these. If you get Biden to sign an executive order that says they have to do a Batman.
Can you imagine If presidents had the power to just order one movie in their turn, like
amazing.
It has to be made.
That would be amazing.
That would be so great.
What would Andrew Jackson choose?
I think all the movies that Andrew Jackson would choose were made in like the 1910s. All right, here's your next one.
Okay, for this one, you have to clarify which one of these people is playing the president.
No,
that's
not the rules.
I'm going to say no.
Especially since at least two of them have played presidents. Right? Doesn't one of these play the president in an Aaron Sorkin script?
Does he? The one on screen right there?
Yeah, I think. Isn't that who that is?
I should know this because there's to
be president.
All right. Big chunk of teams got this one right too. Pretty much everybody who submitted got this one right. I told you easier questions were coming. I told you there were better, gentler questions coming. That's JFK, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, and there's his brother Bobby back there. That's Bruce Greenwood from a bunch of Bruce Greenwood's playing JFK there. He's in Star Trek, the reboot Star Trek, and a whole ton of other stuff.
Wow.
All right. Question number 4. Who is this president?
Oh boy. This is one of my least fave presidents.
This is, none of, most of these guys, not great.
Very specific first lady though. That's a very specific look for a first lady.
Yeah. She looks kind of aghast. Also, apparently I took this from moviestillsdb.com. If you look on the internet, the watermark is still there. So thank you to this game is sponsored by moviestillsdb.com and corn dogs.
I'm so curious what it means that this is one of your least favorite presidents, because I took a random guess at who it is. And
it's because we have the answers now, right?
Is it the whole nuclear annihilation thing?
That's the thing.
I'd say that's it's Truman.
I got it right.
Yeah.
It's Harry Truman. Yeah.
It's Truman. Just a crazy thing that I think we're in this generation that takes it for granted in a strange way, but it happened, and it was just a guy who was.
This is the man who said, "You know what?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
let's go for it." And why did you do it, Truman? There's no way the war would have ever ended. It would have been impossible. Did you expect it to get this political? He looked the country in the eye and said the war would not have ended. You mean the war that's already done? It would not have ended.
Guys, in fairness to him, we worked really hard on those bombs. We put so much effort into making to not use them would just be such a shame.
I think all the scientists who worked for it got a donut party.
they got a bonus when they
ordered
double
pizza,
bonus when they went for
the champagne.
Also, just catching up on the chat with the hashtag Tig enters the Speed Force for Tig taking over as the Flash. Absolutely,
taking over, love it.
Taking over, hashtag taking over. All right, question number 5. Here's your next president.
When did we have a woman president?
It's the couch.
I'm looking for the couch. This is a weird person to play. I've never seen whatever movie this is from, and this is really throwing me off. Is this after this president has retired?
It must be,
you know
right?
What I mean?
Why? Yeah, no, I totally know what you mean. It's like, why are we seeing a president this casual?
Just a president hanging out.
The closest thing I've ever seen to this is that picture of Obama smoking a cigarette. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I don't normally see presidents this chill.
This is this guy daydreaming that he could have done what Truman did. All right. So that is James Cromwell over there as Bush Sr. That's him as Bush Sr. And that is
in W.
This is in W, which, okay, so guys, I'll catch you up this season. Every season we put I sneak in a reference to somebody. Tim, you saw we did Shrek last season. Yeah. This season it's Josh Brolin And so this is we're Brolin in it here. We're Brolin in it. Brolin is in there is W on the screen.
I worked at a movie theater when this movie came out, and so I saw it many times, and so it's crazy that I had no memory of this when I saw it.
I had to look this up. This is one of the new ones that for when I rewrote this from I added this one for this use tonight, and I was just like, really? It is a strange choice too. He's also just really tall, James Cromwell. To play this president. All right, here is your next president.
Wow, look at that makeup.
It is the makeup looks like you ever see the Mystery Science Theater 3000 movie and they watch This Island Earth? It looks like This Island Earth.
It's actually the person on the right. It's a very oddly modern look. The hair and the
earring.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Wear this to the club.
Yeah,
the guy on the.
If somebody wore that to a club, that's who I would be jealous of that night.
My favorite is the guy in the middle, just awkwardly staring.
Yeah, he's
Look
like
at the guy on the left.
Yeah.
the guy in the middle, though, I think just like he was looking for the bathroom or something. He's this is going on out here. He definitely stepped into something he wasn't expecting to.
Yeah.
He's right to be uncomfortable because this is a terrible man, a terrible president. It's Andrew Jackson.
Yeah.
It's Andrew.
Also on my list of least favorite presidents.
Played.
Why? Just kidding.
Something about a trail.
I literally couldn't name anything about him that isn't horrible.
Even
the people in this picture don't like him.
even posthumously, that like it's something he didn't do himself. That like all those assholes lobbied to keep him on the 20 instead of Harriet Tubman. Like so he's getting asshole points even 200 years after he's dead. All right, this movie. Oh, I forget what movie this is. But Heston played him in like 2 movies within 3 years. When I was looking this up, there was like a Chuck Heston, Andrew Jackson cinematic universe in like the late 50s. All right, here comes your next question. Question number 7.
Mr. Jackson, if you're nasty.
I know this movie and I cannot think of this president. What in the world? Damn it. Does it count if I can type the movie theater that I saw this in?
This is a still from season 1, episode 1 of Battlestar Galactica, right?
Yeah, that's it's President Laura Roslin.
Is that Monk in the? You see in the middle there? That looks like young Monk.
Yeah.
You know who that is? It's not Monk, but it is the guy who was in Doogie Howser and The Sopranos. I forget his name.
Get forehead
James
work.
Gandolfini.
He's crouching down. All right, this hopefully Jackie being there and this guy being sworn in led you to that it's LBJ. That's John Carroll Lynch.
I could not remember his name.
Playing him. The guy that John Carroll Lynch is in like everything. He was in Shutter Island, Fargo, I want to say.
He was also in the Drew Carey Show.
Oh my God, was he really?
Wasn't he his brother?
He may be. I don't remember. I wouldn't doubt it. Dude's in like everything.
Fun fact about this character in this movie is that he's playing the same character in the movie Zodiac.
Wow. Yeah, this one is
Yeah, little. You got like I feel like you got like a pool of like 5 to pick from for this one.
Huh.
But there's kind of some giveaways.
This isn't like Amistad, is it? Like what?
Does Clinton have 2 L's?
This is called. I can't say what this is from yet because the name of the president's in the title.
Well, then I definitely think I got it wrong.
This is good though that nobody. I feel like because when I had the idea to do a season of all old questions or revisiting questions, I was like, are people going to remember this shit? And no, and that's good because it's like new, and it makes my life easier because I don't have to write a whole game every week. All right, so this is from a movie called This President in Paris. It's Jefferson in Paris. That's Nick Nolte.
Moving on up, moving on up.
That is Nick Nolte as Thomas Jefferson.
Jefferson Jetim.
I got this right. The only reason I got it right is the architecture connection.
Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't even notice that. He's got. I guess he's got. I don't know if he's designing Monticello there or just.
If you didn't notice that, what did you notice? The vague look, the unremarkable clothing.
All right, so before we check out our leaderboard, let's do our lightning round. That was the end of round 2. Let's do our lightning round. Lightning round's a quick way to make upwards of 4 points. It's a single question with 4 answers. You get 1 point for each of them. You don't have to get all 4 right. Anything you get gets you a point, and they can be in any order for this one tonight. So we're talking about the United movies in the United States. This one's about the 4th of July. Around the turn of the millennium, Will Smith was crowned King of 4th of July thanks to what 4 blockbuster films released around the holiday weekend. Actually, they kicked off the holiday weekend between the years of 1996 and 2002. So there's 4 movies. They were released between those years. They started off some of them were released on like June 30th, but they kicked off the holiday weekend. What were those 4 movies? Give you a couple seconds to think before I start the 30-second timer.
And you have to get all of them right, or
no. Any one of them will get you a point. You can throw a guess out there if you want. No negative points for wrong answers. If you get 1, you'll get 1 point. You get 3, you get 3. 4, you get 4.
So it's fine if I put 7 pounds 4 times?
Yeah, just put, I mean, don't give the answer away. It was so popular that they kept releasing it like Morbius.
Yeah.
Did you guys edition. See In Pursuit of the Wild Wild West?
All right, time is just about to tick down. Let me... All right, this one was a little tricky. Maybe not tricky, but... I might not have thought to think this way. There are 2 movies in the same series as part of it.
Yeah, I was debating that.
Yeah, so it's so let's see what they are. The first one, of course, is Independence Day. 94% of teams got that right. The very next year, Men in Black 1 came out, then Wild Wild West in 1999, and then Men in Black 2 in 2002. Those were all, and then he released like a bunch in July, like iRobot was. I looked all this up, but they were much later in the month. But
apologies for mentioning Wild Wild West. I thought there was no way that would be on here.
It is one of them. It was fairly successful. And this one, I did not mention Men in Black 3, but that would be an extra Brolin if we were talking about Men in Black 3 here. All right, so after the lightning round, let's check our scores and standings, see how we are looking. We've got quite a game going here. I'm going to skip up to 5th place because it's a lot of teams. Everyone's doing well though. Most people are very much in the game. We got Team Cockroach, Helsinki Syndrome with 18. We Own the City with 18, Avis and Bobo, and the producers all with 18, and a 4-way tie with 19 points apiece between How Am I Going to Be an Optimist, Jive Turkeys, Blue Shells, and Marley's Chains. My goodness, it's we've got quite a game brewing here. You guys feeling all right here at the roughly halfway mark? You doing okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
All right, so that brings us to then our 3rd round, which is our puzzle round. And I'm dusting off. I'm bringing back the originals. This is a format that we do somewhat regularly. I took the first 2 that we've ever done and mashed them up. So this is called Box Office to Post Office. You convert the movie into a U.S. state by using its initials. This first appeared in game number 30 on April 28th of last year. So I've got an example for you. It's easier than it sounds. So I will give you the clues about a 2-word movie. You take that movie's initials and translate them into a U.S. postal code. So the answer will be the full name of a state. So for example, if I gave you the clues, Tom Hanks, we'll stick with Hanks here. Tom Hanks, desert island, volleyball. In your mind, you'd think Castaway. So Castaway, CA, and then you would type in. Normally, I won't tell you the answer and the initial, but just so you can see how it works. This is for 0 points. You can type it in if you want.
What do you type in? What are you supposed to type in after? Oh,
California. State. So you type a state. Yeah, you type California.
Okay. Apologies. Again, I won't do it
No,
again.
that's okay. Ian, this one's just an example. So the quicker we get everybody on board. So I give you Tom Hanks, desert island, volleyball. You say in your brain, you say Castaway, CA. Convert it to California, you type California. Okay, so yeah, just type the full, give me the full, and also give me the full state, because I need to, it's that extra little bit of knowledge that you need, because some abbreviations could be one state or they could be another, right? All right, so here we go. These count now. Here we go. All right, found footage, demons, 5 sequels. I'll give you a few seconds to think about that. Found footage, demons, sequels. So take the movie. Every movie's got 2 words. Take the initials and then convert them back out into the full name of a state.
Do you remember saying this together, Tim?
No.
We definitely saw this together. We saw it Christmas break when you were living in Santa Barbara. Sorry, folks. Didn't mean to do this in front of you all.
I'm sorry that this is bringing such discord between friends. All right. So hang on. I see somebody ran out of time here. All right. So for this one, it is I'm talking about Paranormal Activity, which Ian and Tim saw together.
He remembers.
Santa Barbara. Yeah. I remember. Tim, how do you not remember this?
Yeah, I got the answer right.
PA
but I don't remember.
Pennsylvania. PA is Pennsylvania. All right. Question number 2. Robin Williams, Nanny Disguise. Robin Williams, Nanny Disguise.
That is so not how I would describe the Fisher King.
I need to see that again.
Yeah, that's a Gilliam.
No, it's actually Robin Williams, but you're close.
All right, looking like everybody's doing well here.
Ooh.
All right. So that is Mrs. Doubtfire is the movie. So MD, which is Maryland. Maryland is your answer. 89% of teams got that one right. Nice work. All right. Question number 3. Mike Wazowski, Sully, Boo. Not that Sully, though. Not the Sully we were talking about before.
Is this the Sully movie that has Denzel Washington?
Yeah, this is the any movie with a plane crash is a Sully movie.
Right. Right. The Dark Knight Returns, Sully movie.
Yep, Sully movie. It's in the Sullyverse.
Castaway, Sully movie.
Sully movie. That's a double Sully movie because it's got Hanks.
That's a good point. I thought you meant there were 2 plane crashes, and I was like, we must have seen different movies. Competition is fierce.
Yeah, it's a tight game tonight. So this one was a little tricky because it's Monsters Inc., right? Which gives you MI, which could lead you to Missouri, Mississippi, but hopefully it led you to Michigan. Michigan is your answer. Michigan. 72% of teams got that one right. Nicely done. All right, question number 4. Julia Roberts, Hugh Grant, London. Julia Roberts, Hugh Grant, London?
Right. My computer's telling me that if I get even one more wrong, it's going to kick me out.
I have no concept of what this movie.
What the movie is?
Julia Roberts. What's the last movie Julia Roberts was in?
Ocean's 12?
She's on some show. I keep getting like targeted ads for like she's on a show now, like a Stars show about Watergate or something. It's like some period piece. It's another 70s period piece. All right, so this one though, this movie is from her like legacy period in the 90s. This is Notting Hill. Notting Hill is the movie.
Woo!
To New Hampshire, NH, New Hampshire. All right, question number 5. Hugh Grant, London, Christmas. Hugh Grant, London, Christmas. That guy loves to do movies in London.
My mom naming states.
Yeah. It's playing in a loop in my head right now. It's the Lord of the Rings, right?
Mm-hmm. All right. So this one hopefully led you to Love Actually, L.A., which is Louisiana. Louisiana is your answer. All right, question number 6. Tim Burton, Aliens, Ack, Ack, Ack. Those are your 3 clues. Tim Burton, Aliens, Ack, Ack, Ack.
Why is that throwing me off for some reason? But what is that?
Right? I was thinking Tim Allen for a long time. I was like, what is Galaxy Quest going to be?
GQ. It's a Guiquelaire, the state of Guiquelaire.
I definitely misspelled it.
That's okay. Spelling does not count. As long as I know that you know, then you'll get your point. And it is a one that trips people up sometimes. Spelling, it's Massachusetts. Mars Attacks is your movie. M.A.
Classic.
Brings you to Massachusetts.
Speaking of Mars, I made a cartoon called Maurice on Mars. Check it out.
You should check it out. Absolutely. Where can people find it, Tim?
You can find it on YouTube. Just type in the words Maurice on Mars, and it'll be on Comedy Central's animated YouTube channel. Drop a like and a comment.
And if you ever need artfully crafted segues, Tim's also got it. All right, question number 7. We got 2 more questions here. Xenomorph, Ripley clone, 4th movie.
What? You just broke my brain.
Ripley clone, 4th movie.
I just don't understand why the 4th movie has.
Fourth movie is sinking you?
Tim, if you get this wrong, my computer's gonna crash.
Oh, it counts if Tim gets it wrong too?
Yes, my computer thinks we're on a team, even though Tim doesn't want to be.
Well, Tim, it's not too late. You could join Ian's team.
That's not true, Chris. I don't want him on my team.
About it. All right, so this one, the 4th movie. Tim, were you having trouble thinking of what the name of it was?
Oh, well, I was just like, is yeah.
Please tell me I got this right, Tim.
We're talking about the movies Aliens.
Alien Resurrection is the fourth movie.
Okay,
So,
okay.
AR, which again could lead you in a couple of different ways. Like it could be Arizona, but that's AZ. Arkansas. Arkansas is your answer for this one. Wow. And your final question of the round: Incarcerated Spirits, iconic car, belated sequel. Oh, it did. He got it wrong and it kicked him off. Incarcerated Spirits, iconic car, belated sequel.
Incarcerated Spirits.
All right, so this one, I posted a hint about it today. It was I'm looking for Ghostbusters Afterlife, the newest Ghostbusters movie, which gives you GA and brings you to Georgia.
Oh, and I still got it right.
Nice. You got it right. If you got the Ghostbusters part, hopefully that could lead you.
Yeah, no, it was. There. I've somehow got convinced that it was called Ghostbusters Resurrection, and then in my mind I was like, GR.
It was the crossover with where they have to bust Ripley.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take a look at your scores and standings here after 3 rounds. Let's take a look at this leaderboard again. My goodness, still really tight. I'm going to start with the 26s or let's start with 25. Everybody's doing really well though. Just for time, I'm going to keep it short. Avis and Bobo with 25. Team Cockroach with 26. Helsinki Syndrome with 26. We Own the City with 26. And a 3-way tie with 27 apiece between How Am I Going to Be an Optimist About This, Jive Turkeys, and the Blue Shells. My goodness. That is how we're heading into our final round. But before we do, you got a second to rest your brain because it is time for a very special visit. Every week on the movie quiz, this is a free show to play. We rely on your donations. I always try to bring somebody in as give you a little something for your money. So please welcome Prime Minister Candy Moranis. Hello, Mr. Prime Minister.
Thank you for having me, Chris.
It's wonderful to have you here.
Appreciate it. For those of you who do not know who I am, I was the Prime Minister of Canada in 1996 when the Earth was invaded by an alien force. And I appreciate this opportunity to come here and pick a bone with you.
So
not
personally.
I
know you've got, because this was you were working along. You were kind of overshadowed by President Bill Pullman, Thomas Whitmore.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it. Yeah, thanks for putting so fine a point on it, Chris. Yes, that is essentially my gripe. So yeah, as you may remember, the Earth was invaded by aliens rather destructively, and people love to talk about President Whitmore of the United States and the speech that he gave before the massive global counteroffensive that liberated the Earth from our alien oppressors would be. Now, what I would like to set straight with the world is that in his speech, President Whitmore likes to make a lot of the so-called coincidence that it just so happened that this action took place on the 4th of July, which is America's Independence Day. I am here to tell you that the plan for that military action was originally conceived to be executed on July the 1st.
Canada Day.
Canada Day, bud.
Wow. So you're saying that we waited. You're saying that Thomas Whitmore sat on Intel
at the
with
cost
the virus
of millions of lives.
This This is shocking. I mean, Thomas Whitmore he's a hero. He's a heroic.
Incorrect. He is a showboat and a puppet.
Now, one thing you can say for him, though, Prime Minister Candy Morris, is that he got in the airplane and actually was in doing the dogfighting and all that. Did you hop in? Were you boots on the ground for the Canada Day?
That is ridiculous. I was coordinating Canadian military efforts from a secure bunker because I take an active hand. Okay? Let me tell you, a president that gets into a plane and flies up into the air like any numbnuts, that is a man who knows he has no role to play in the execution of a sophisticated military counteraction. Okay? The guy's a meathead.
Well,
and I suspect he was not actually in the air, frankly.
Do you think, okay, so you have a conspiracy theory about it? Well, Prime Minister, I'm going to bring Tim back. Ian's computer did, it seemed, kick him off for too many incorrect answers.
Very vindictive laptop,
So, Mr. Prime Minister, stick around if you can. We'd love to hear more about this as we go through round 4. We're going to keep talking about America movies.
Everybody does.
And that's a British accent, Mr.
He came over. Well, he came over young.
Who's got a British accent?
Oh, no. I was just curious about. I'm not used to prime ministers.
Nobody knows dick about Canada, and that's the problem.
That's why you're here.
Canadian erasure.
That's why you're here as we talk about more more American films. All right, so your final round is your double points round, and it's called Road Trip. For 1 point each, it's going to be a visual round. I'm going to show you a still from a movie. For 1 point each, you name the cross-country movie, and for another point, you answer a question about it. This was used. This was not in game number 1. This was game whatever. This was last year. Who cares? Nobody cares when I use these. Why do I even put it? All right. So these will also be embedded in the question. Order does not count, and you can. You just need to get one. You can get upwards of 2. You don't have to get both to get the point. All right. Here we go. So here's your first question. The Griswold family drives from Chicago to California to get to what fictional theme park? The Griswold family drives from Chicago to California to get to what fictional theme park? So name the movie, and name the theme park that they're going to. Prime Minister, what's the biggest theme park in Canada?
That would be Canadian Disney.
It's Canadian Disney? I didn't know they had one up there.
Yeah, it's near Vancouver.
Yeah. Is it similar? Just
I admit I've never really seen any of these movies, so
this one's good, Tim.
Okay.
And the third one is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other two are not, in my opinion.
It's so good that it fueled at 3, 4 bullshit sequels.
Yep.
That's how much people liked it. They kept hoping maybe this time.
All right, so this is National Lampoon's Vacation, and they're going to Wally World. Wally World is the name of the theme park.
I typed in Beaverland. I just making something up.
Not a bad guess. That is in Canada though. That's the crown jewel of the Canadian entertainment empire. It's better than Canadian Disney, right, Prime Minister?
Absolutely. There's a beaver with big white gloves. He'll hug you. Well, not anymore, but for a while they would do that.
That's what they would do. One day. Question number 2. What landmark is this man-child hitchhiking to, hoping to retrieve his bike? So name the movie and name the landmark that he's hitchhiking to.
Is that poster there geographically correct?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think where this is Someone else in the chat, tell me. I'm not sure. Avis and Bobo saying that the fourth vacation movie is underrated. I will admit, it's the one I've seen. It's the one I've seen the least.
With reason, it's trash. I don't know what they're talking about.
2 is
Christmas,
awful,
maybe. Christmas, maybe.
Christmas is great.
Yeah.
I love Original Vacation.
Oh yeah.
And 2, European is terrible.
Yeah.
All right, here is your answer here. That's Pee Wee Herman. Pee Wee's Big Adventure is the name of the movie, and he's going. Oh my God, I'll call that a social for 94 and 94.
Nice.
He's going to the Alamo. And
speaking of the Alamo, Ian Abramson is going to.
I know he had a perfect intro to that.
He ditched before he had his plug. That's terrible.
Yeah.
I know.
He's going to have a sketch show at the Alamo Draft House in L.A.
That's very cool. I didn't know they did that.
Tim helping his friend out. And also in the end of Pee Wee's Big Adventure is James Brolin. I'm realizing now. So he's plays the on-screen version of P.W. Herman. So it's a double. We got more Brolin, extra 2 generations of Brolin. All right, here comes question 3. What is the name of this band that's on tour with a young music journalist in tow? So name the movie, name the band.
What's the name of that band? And why don't I have the name of the movie in my head? I've seen this movie many times. This is a total brain fog here.
It's the one where Jason Lee's the lead singer.
Yes, he's
Did he
back
really
there.
do that? Was he really singing?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
That's too bad.
Yeah, I'd love to hear his voice. Is he Canadian?
I don't think so, but he is a Scientologist.
Oh, isn't that's something?
Counts.
Yeah, that's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, that's the vibe.
All right, so this is Almost Famous, and the band is called Stillwater. Stillwater is the name of the band in the movie.
My old boss Jimmy Fallon is in this film as well.
Oh, where is he in the?
I don't know. I just know that he's in it.
Is he always talking about that around the office? Back on Almost Famous, which I was in somewhere.
No, that makes sense. If I was hired by Jimmy Fallon, first thing I'd do, go straight to IMDb, memorize everything. Just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case he quizzes you, he just pulls you into his office and starts quizzing you about
what's your favorite? Don't say Taxi. What's your favorite movie?
Yeah, you cannot say Taxi. The no taxi rule. All right, question number 4. These 2 head to Aspen, Colorado to return what item? These 2 head to Aspen, Colorado to return what item?
I don't know the answer. Something ridiculous. I don't know the last time I saw this movie. Do you think it holds up?
I argue that it does.
I don't know. It's funny too because this was never I really liked Jim Carrey growing up, but this, strangely enough, this was never one of my main movies to watch. I would watch The Mask constantly.
Yes, Mask is huge.
I would watch Ace Ventura a fair amount, which has not aged well. Certainly not the back third of it is really really bad.
Yeah.
You just kind of feel like he was talking out of his ass the whole movie.
You think they wrote backwards from the homophobia?
In Ace Ventura?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
they gave it a cartoon. Remember they gave it a kid's cartoon?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was everything would get a cartoon.
I remember when they were Hey, that was a little much with the gay panic there at the end of that one. What should we do for the sequel? Let's send him to Africa.
We feel terrible about being so homophobic and transphobic. Let's be as racist as we can for the next film. Let's just let's get an entirely different segment of the population. All right, here we go. Your answers here are Dumb and Dumber, and I took a few things here: briefcase, suitcase, the ransom, briefcase full of money, whatever you put. That was it, and that was I had a clue about this today on Instagram, where I posted. They said they say her name is Mary Samsonite, because that hopefully led you to the answer for that one. Follow me on here for hints and other such things during the week. All right, here's your next question. Question number 5. What kind of competition is this family crossing the country to get to? What kind of competition are they headed to?
This is
Prime Minister, I want to circle back, because we moved off of the Independence Day thing. What would you like to see for President Whitmore's legacy? How would you like to see his legacy revised?
I would like to see his library closed. There's nothing of worth to be read there. I would like his monument toppled. The man is a fraud. And I would like to see. I would like 8 F-15s.
You just want like defense spending for you just want ones that he had.
I don't want money. I want the planes.
You just want the planes. See, I think maybe, I don't want to psychoanalyze you here, but I think maybe you want to hop in one of them and show off that you can do it.
No.
This movie is Darjeeling Limited, right?
Yeah, this is Adrian Brody rushing to the train.
Yeah, that's where they saw the kid fall in the river.
This is Little Miss Sunshine is the movie. Almost everybody got this right. Nicely done. They're going to child beauty pageant, beauty contest, whatever you put, as long as you knew.
You could just put the title twice. That's what was hanging.
That's true. That is absolutely true. That is what they're going to. All right, question number 6. We got 3 more before our final final bonus question. What kind of competition is Stallone trying to reach while also getting his son to his dying mother? He's got so much on his plate here in this movie. So what kind of competition is this?
This movie rules.
I have the most distinct and strange memory of this movie. It has nothing to do with the movie itself, except that when I was 5, my parents rented it. It was like a brand new movie. We got it on VHS, and I was so excited to see it that I bolted from my room through the house, slipped on something on the floor, and landed on my ass so hard that I landed on my coccyx. And so I just watched this movie in just astounding pain. That I 35 years later, I remember.
Wow.
I'd also like to point out huge ups to set design or whatever department is in charge of the realistically filthy armrest.
That is a gross armrest.
Yeah, that is very.
This is an insane movie.
A rotting hoagie.
So
this movie, maybe it is just something Stallone left
just
in
packing
there.
taped a log to his fucking chair.
It's his own. This is the truck he built himself. So this movie's called Over the Top, and he's on his way to an arm wrestling competition. Also,
I thought it was the Republican National Convention.
Might as well be. He's a member of Mar-a-Lago. It's so disappointing. So disappointed in Stallone. All right, question number 7. What brand of beer? Brand is just I don't know why, but it's not in quotes. It was just supposed to be. Those are italics for emphasis.
Is it
what
not
brand
real
of beer is this character smuggling? It's an actual brand of beer, a real life brand of beer that he's smuggling in this movie. And name that and name the movie. And I had this explained to me after this one is from the first time we used this round. That someone, because during the last time we used it, I was like, I don't know why he has to smuggle this. Apparently, you couldn't get this east of the Mississippi. What's that?
Who, me? I was confused as well. Is this Prohibition era or?
It's not. It's not. It's contemporary. It's like 1973. But you could not get Coors. Coors is the answer, and you could not get Coors in the East unless you knew the Bandit. Unless
they couldn't get it over the mountains, probably.
Yeah, the mountains were too high. They were too cold. The mountains were too cold. That's why they invented those cans.
The bullet train.
Yeah, that snow train, the Snowpiercer train. Snowpiercer ripped off the Coors Light commercials. And here's your final regular question of the night. After one of their dads dies, this mismatched pair hits the road to sell what type of product? So name the movie, name the type of product. You can be general, you can be, as long as you're on the right track, you get the point.
Just remembering this scene.
You know, now I want to watch Over the Top again. I feel like it's from what I remember through my 5-year-old intense coccyx pain. It was so weird. It's such a weird, like, sweaty movie, like with everybody arm wrestling.
I don't know how they got Stallone. Because it's a Golden Globus flick.
It's Golden Globus? Seriously?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, really?
Telling you, bud. I think they might have filmed an actual arm wrestling competition and thought we got to build on this. It takes up like 20 minutes of the movie.
Is that just like an uncut? There's
a lot of arm wrestling.
It appreciates the sport, though, Prime Minister. That's what it is. They just love the form of two men at a table wiggling their arms back and forth.
They may have well got funding from an enthusiast.
Yeah, someone who wanted to see a sweaty Stallone arm wrestling movie that bad. All right, and here's your answer. I took a wide swath of answers for the question part of it. It's Tommy Boy, and they're selling auto parts, brake pads, whatever. They were selling a lot of different auto parts. So if you put like a specific thing, I took it, as long as it was on a car. All right, so here we go. Let's take a look at your scores and standings as we head into your final question of tonight's game. We've still got a tie. It's really close. We've got How Am I Going to Be an Optimist? Jive Turkeys and Avis and Bobo all with 40. We got Helsinki Syndrome and We Own This City with 41, and just ahead of them we got Team Cockroach and the Blue Shells tied at the top with 42 points apiece. Really close game, and there's plenty of points still on. There's 6 points still on the board for our post credits bonus question. So the way this post credits bonus question works is I'm going to ask you a question that has 2 correct answers, but I am going to show you 3. One of them is a fake. If you played Meredith and Peter's game on Monday, they used this format all for an entire round. So
you have a problem with plagiarism as well.
Each one of these each correct answer is worth 3 points. So, but if you click the incorrect answer, you will get 0. It will wipe you out down to 0. So if you don't want to risk it, don't want to roll the dice on that second correct answer, you can click that one, hit submit, and you'll collect 3 points. All right. So tonight we talked about real presidents in movies. We've talked a little bit about Wild Wild West. That's your intersection tonight, is Real Presidents and Wild Wild West. Here it is. Kevin Kline played a real president, Ulysses S. Grant, in Wild Wild West, and also a fictional president in Dave. Which two of these actors seen in tonight's President's Picture Round have also played a fictional U.S. president in the movies The Sum of All Fears and National Treasure 2? So those are the movies, these guys who are all in that round. So they've all played real presidents. They also played fake presidents, fictitious presidents in those two movies. And your options are Anthony Hopkins, James Cromwell, and Bruce Greenwood. Pick smart, wager, or not wager, but bet your points if you feel like risking 3 versus 6. 15 seconds on the clock. Good luck.
Fictional presidents.
In The Sum of All Fears and National Treasure 2. It has a subtitle. It's like National Treasure Book of Secret. No, that's the Blair Witch Project. What the hell is it called? Something. All right. So most teams, it looks like, did not fall into this trap. Anthony Hopkins, he has played another real president. He played Adams. He played John Quincy Adams in Amistad, and but he's never played at all, I think, a fictional president. Your answers are James Cromwell and Bruce Greenwood. They were in those movies. So let's take a look at our scores and standings here at the end of tonight's game. We don't do a tiebreaker here on this game. If you're new to this game, we just kind of live with ties. We all celebrate the victory together, and you get points for the whole season if you come back. So tied for third, we've got with 46 points apiece. How am I going to be an optimist? Jive Turkeys and Avis and Bobo. Tied for second with 47 points apiece. Helsinki, and we own this city. And your two co-winners tonight, 2 points off a perfect game, both of them, Team Cockroach and the Blue Shells. So excellent game, nicely done. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for playing. Yeah. Tim, it was great to have you on the live stream. Good to see you.
Yes, this is a lot of fun.
Say bye to Ian wherever he went. Not sure where he disappeared, but it was nice to have him here for the first couple of rounds. Prime Minister, thank you so much for being here. We'll get working on tearing down that big Thomas Whitmore statue. It's a very large statue, though, so it might take some time. Might need to borrow one of your F-18s.
Well, you send them my way, and then we can work out you borrowing them.
All right. Well, have a great night. Thank Calvin Cole for me when you see him. I know you guys talk a lot on the Canadian Red Phone. And also congratulate him for me. Congratulate Calvin Cole on fatherhood. So thank you, gentlemen. Thank you also to everybody who played here tonight. Come back next week. The theme is going to be art and architecture. That will be week 3. And we'll have a great time. This was a good show. I think. I hope you had fun. Sorry, the COVID. It's getting to me. So have a great week. Stay safe. Watch some movies. And I'll see you back here Wednesday night at 9 for more movie quiz. McClunky.